2023 has been a fun year for Morgan & Peace, right? The reverse proofs are so soon. We'll have them very, very soon. But it all started in 2021 when they brought out all the mints for the 100th anniversary. Carson City was all the rage. Well, how about original Carson Cities? 140-year-old coins, the original vintage coins. How about an opportunity for those? And that is up next. Next up, Carson City uncirculated GSA to boot. 3 different dates to choose from. Your choice at that low price, $499.95 each.
It's a great opportunity to be talking Carson Cities. Again, you hit it right on the head. 2023 has been such a fun year with the revitalization of the Morgan dollar and the peace dollars, right? But it goes back to 2021 for that 100th anniversary. And I'm going to bring it up now because it's relevant to when we start talking about these vintage 140-year-old coins. And that is the first coin out of the chute in 2021 was May 24th, and that was the Carson City. 175,000 coins. It sold out instantly, and today, this is the price my competition's selling the brand new coin for, and we found them even higher than that, closer to $5.99. So it's in that $100 range for the current Carson City. Well, now we can go back to when the coin was struck at the Wild West Mint 140 years ago and be the same price or less. That's just fun stuff.
So let's start with the basics of the Carson City minted Morgan dollar. They started in the year 1878 when they started a couple of the other mints as well. But the Carson City Mint, the building was small, at very limited capacity. So the mintage figures for Carson City for the 13 years, that's only 13 dates that they made the coin throughout the entire program, was always the lowest mintage figure. So if you compare Carson City's mintage figure for the other mints from each one of these years, you're going to find it is substantially less. It's always been the rarest of every year of issue.
And it's not like 4 and then 5. We're talking 1882, 11.1 million P's, 9.2 million S's, 6 million O's, and 1.1 CC's. Same storyline in 83 and 84, 14 million P's, 9.7 million O's, 3.2 million S's, and again, 1.1 million Carson Cities. They just have that low mintage right out of the chute, and the problem always has been finding them. And even though these are GSAs, which means thank you, U.S. government, silver starts to go up throughout the 1960s. They pull dimes and quarters in 1965. They pull half dollars in 1971. Silver, I mean. And then they do the audit of their vaults, and they find vintage Morgan dollars, and a couple of them are Carson Cities. That's when all the fun begins.
So they originally thought they may melt, there was a consideration to melt all that silver, but what they did instead is they sorted through all the coins they found in the vaults, and they brought out, separated the beautiful uncirculated pieces, and they slabbed in these GSA holders. You have a beautiful lens.
You said a perfect word, and I'm going to jump on it real quick. Sorry. They slabbed or certified. A lot of people reference that these are the first ever coins in the coin industry that were certified by anybody. Because the U.S. Mint said they were uncirculated on the cert, many of them on the plastic holder you're seeing. Most say silver dollar, a couple of them say uncirculated silver dollar. All of them in this hard, all of them in the hard plastic are. But NGC didn't start until the late 1980s. PCGS was a couple of years before that. These were out a decade beforehand. So again, they're the father, the mother, they're the hierarchy of where the concept came from. Certifying coins in special holders for the collector. And the U.S. Mint is actually the first ones to do it back in 1971.
Right, so each one of these coins comes in that GSA lens with that box and that certificate that we'll show you once more again. It's all about that original government packaging. And Steve just referenced, they say silver dollar, some of them say uncirculated silver dollar. But look at the beauty of these coins. Look at the condition. We're going to show you the mint mark again in just a moment. But these coins, $499.95 each as a your choice. So if you want to join us with one Carson City GSA, just pick the date that speaks to you. As far as our competitors, they're out there at $839, $849, $819 for each one of these. We beat their prices, like we always do, by quite a bit.
Again,
Hundreds
it's our
of
middle
dollars.
name, Value, America's Value Channel, and we are interested in selling lots of coins tonight. It's a hand-in-glove relationship. We find the right stuff, the right stories, and the right price. We're all going to enjoy ourselves. So again, if we want to sell one coin, let's mark them at $800 and see what happens. We'll just look at this coin for the next 5 minutes. I'm not going to say anything. That's not our style. We're always looking for products, all different spectrums, but value, value, value is the key. And then this one, we have all the other intangibles as well. The #1 collectible coin on the planet, the Morgan Dollar series. The most limited of all Morgan Dollars, the Carson City. And the limit is significant, as we talked about earlier. 12 million, 13 million, 9 million, 7 million to 1.1 or 1.2 million. Mintages were tiny. And then the cool certification, the pedigree of this was a government vault release. And that lens, that certificate, and that box are part of it. I can't tell you how often I see one of the components. I very rarely see the box and the cert anymore. They've all been thrown away. But original is the way you always want to be. I mean, it's kind of like if you remember Barbies or G.I. Joes or any of the other collectible figurines that have been out there from the 70s and 80s, some of them even older. If you have one that's not in a box, what's it worth? A pretty penny, it's nice. But if it's original in the original box, as it was released, never opened, never played with, right? What are the prices? And some of those are, wow. If I would have known that, I would have just played in dirt for a half hour and I would have retired by now, kind of a situation, because the value is there. That is what this is. All of it complete across the board.
We're going to put a 1-minute clock up at this point so you have the vintage aspect, 140 years plus old. These are the original vintage Morgan silver dollars. You have the limited availability. These were the lowest mintage of each year for each one of these dates. Carson City always was. You have the quality. Look at that beautiful uncirculated coin. There's that Carson City mint mark at the bottom, the 2 C's, that fabled mint. So you have the story of the Carson City mint, and you also have the value, saving over $300 on each one of these respectively from our competitors. Join us, give us a call, pick your date, get all three if you'd like, but you could also join us online via the web as well. That's avccoins.com. Each one of these dates, since it is your choice, you could pick your specific date. You just search that date item number on the website, mentioned to our operators. And then you have a piece of history.
Yeah, a piece
At
of
a great price.
140-year-old piece of history from the fabled Carson City Mint right down the street from where the silver was found, the Comstock Lode. And today at this crazy price, saving hundreds, everybody. Give us a call.